Have some tea with me, baby. So check this shit out. First of all, I'm on my way to work with the fresh, crisp tea. You got to keep a fresh, crisp tea. A couple of them. You know what I'm saying? Now, listen, baby, I am all of 46 years of age. And my experiences may not be exactly like yours, but they're all we're all in 6 degrees of separation. So it's going to be a lot of similarities. And my channel is solely about healing. And I'm sharing my experiences in the hopes that maybe I can help somebody. I mean, because baby, when I was down in the dirt with this hurt, when I felt like I was fucking buried under the fucking hurt, I needed a way to vent that was non-traditional, you know, telling my girlfriends and shit like that, because it was just a repeated cycle, and they did a great service to me by just hearing me out, but it still wasn't enough for me. I needed more. And so I created this page to be able to express that. And these are for the people that's just coming on to this page and just peeping it. Now, I've been putting up a lot of content lately, and so I hope I have enough time on my video to record this shit. This shit's pre-recorded. But baby, story time. Now, I need to appeal or speak to not just women, but I want to say mature women. I want to say women who have some sense of spirituality. Because baby, at this motherfucking day and time, if you don't believe in anything other than yourself, if you don't have some type of spirituality, then you're not ever going to be able to motherfucking relate to my content, because my shit be a little bit everywhere. You understand? Because I am still dealing with particles of this breakup, you know, and so my shit is a little bit all over the place. It's a lot of logic, a lot of spirituality, a lot of reality. See, you know, there's some ingredients up in there. And in order for you to fully get the gist of what I'm saying and be able to apply it where you see fit in your life, you need to be able to relate in a little bit every day. All right? So let me tell you, story motherfucking time. Okay? So the story goes as this. Judas, I call him Judas, right? Let me tell you something, baby. I sit back and I think now, you know, in retrospect, because I would be lying if I could sit here and tell you that I'm done, I'm good, I'm completely healed, when I'm fucking not. I dedicated 14 years of my life to being there for who I thought was my soulmate, to be a fucking rider. You understand? A ride or die. But bitch, the only thing that ended up happening was a part of my soul fucking died. And of course, thank goodness it was reincarnated. I didn't know that I was being rebirthed, you know. But I was doing rebirth. And you know, birth hurts. You know what I'm saying? And I get that now. But at the time, baby, I dedicated 14 years of my motherfucking life to who the fuck I thought was my motherfucking soulmate. And perhaps they were at the time. We were young in love. We have a lot of time in together, darling. And we were young in love. And we started a family. And so, although I know nothing stays the same forever and that people grow, grow, right? We grow. And, you know, sometimes you grow apart. But through the 14 years of communication and major sacrifices in which I have made, and I'm talking about mentally, emotionally, physically, you understand? I'm not going to say it went in vain. I'm not going to say that. But when I was deep in the hurt, I felt like it went in vain. But here's what intuitively I got. See, this is where the spirituality coming at, so I need for y'all to understand that shit, because I'm gonna tell you something about intuition, right, and the creator. All right, intuition is the direct line of communication between you and your God. I don't care if it's Buddha, I don't care if it's Allah, I don't care if it's Jesus, I don't care if it's the creator, I don't care who your God is. That intuition is a direct line of communication between you and your God. And let me tell you something, baby. You know God is everywhere, and God sees things and know things. Okay? Even when you don't. And once my intuition start kicking in, and once I go into meditation and get confirmation, I don't need a man to come back and verify any motherfucking thing for me. Because as the good book say, baby, it was already written in stone for me. My intuition is all the fuck I need. And I'm gonna tell you some other shit too. Don't ever allow people to have the power to make you second guess yourself. I don't give a fuck how good the lie seems that they fucking tell. I don't care how good they make it sound. I don't care what type of act they put on. Don't allow motherfucking people to have you second guess yourself. Because again, that intuition is a direct line of communication between you and your God. And God sees and hears and knows all, and is fully aware of what the hell is going on, even when you may not be. Okay? So the story goes as this. I gave 14 years of dedication. When a motherfucker came home, you know, it's a lot of things that I put on hold. You know, a lot of shit. And I guess I can go into that another time. But the motherfucker came home. Okay? And we began to try to reconnect. And I'm saying trying because obviously there was a disconnect. But the disconnect he was well aware of and he knew about. I didn't know about it. So we were trying to reconnect. I was trying to reconnect. Okay? Only to turn around and be mistreated. Now I couldn't for the life of me understand the mistreatment, because I know the sacrifices that I've made. I also know who I am. So, you know, I was confused by it, but I kept trying to have belief in this man and trying to convince myself and tell myself, you know, give him time. He's just, you know, readjusting to society. Give him time. He needs time. He may be a little bit confused. He may be, you know, he needs a little bit of outside reassurance from you. He needs a little bit of security. You know, he'll be fine because he's just coming out of a prison sentence of a long time. So, you know, I was telling myself, you know, that's what it is. Justifying the mistreatment. Not aware at the time that I was enabling him to mistreat me. I was thinking, you know, I have belief in this man. He just came out of war to me. And, you know, he just came out of war. And, you know, you have PTSD when you come out of war. So I'm going to continue to work with him because I love him. He loves me. And we're going to make this shit happen. So I'm going to keep doing what the fuck I do and let him know he got the support that he need to keep pushing forward. Lo and behold, let me tell you. The nigga had a whole nother motherfucking lifestyle that I wasn't even supposed to know about. Okay? He had a whole nother bitch. Okay? And so what happened was, and I know I may be a little bit all over the place, but this is because I don't have a lot of time. But me being all over the place doesn't take away from the truth. Just keep up with me. I'm not talking fast. You're just listening slow. All right? So what happened was, I was mistreated and I was lied on. He went to his family and his friends and he told lies on me to try to make it seem like I was a certain type of person. Okay? So that he could have support in the breakup. See, you know, your family and friends always want what's best for you. You understand? And so he went to these people and told lies on me and about me to make himself look good. So that when it came time for him to leave, people wouldn't be looking at him fucking crazy. Because to normal folk, to common folk, and even in the hood, when you got a true ride or die bitch, which is hard as fuck to come by, when you got a bitch that's true, because that's just the type of woman that she is, and now she can pass that on in her relationships and with it, you know, with the people that she holds dear to her. When you got that type of motherfucking woman, 95% of society knows them type of people is very motherfucking hard to come by. Okay, so it's gonna look crazy than a motherfucker, and you gonna look like a fucked up nigga to everybody that was holding you in high regards. Because how the fuck you just gonna up and leave a bitch that was down with you no matter what? How the fuck you just gonna up and leave your family? So he tried to throw dirt on my name. But let me give you a sidebar. Bitch, always know who the fuck you are. And again, when I'm cussing, and I know I say bitch, and I might even say nigga, but my cussing ain't gender-based, okay? Let it resonate where it resonates. Bitch, you better know who the fuck you are. And don't ever allow nobody actions to confuse you or have you second guess your motherfucking self. You hear me? Because let me tell you something. I don't give a fuck what that nigga went back and said about me or who the fuck he said it to. Bitch, it ain't a jewel you can take out of my motherfucking crown. You feel me? You don't have the power to take a jewel out of your crown. Because see, when you was warring in that motherfucker, I was in a whole nother war out here. When you went in that motherfucker and I felt like I lost a piece of me, God replenished it. I found myself in your motherfucking absence. However, I thought I was also becoming more of an asset to our foundation, not knowing that maybe not the whole fucking time. I'm not going to say that. I don't know when it started, but I know that jewels was being placed in my crown for each milestone that I crossed. So you are not going to come home after a 14-year hiatus and think in any motherfucking way that you can assassinate my character or pluck a jewel out my motherfucking crown, nigga. You can't take nothing from me. Nothing. You don't have the fucking power. You didn't make me, nigga. Okay? You didn't make me. You tried to break me, but how fucking successful was that? And you know why he tried to break me? Because he had plans to fuck with this bitch, right? And I go back and I remember little odds and end pieces that I couldn't put it together at the time. I think maybe a part of me just didn't want to see it and didn't want to acknowledge it because I kept telling myself, you know what? He working it out, you know. Let him be a man. You know, you can't man a man. You can't raise a man. You know, you got to let him work some shit out for himself. So let him work it out. But now in retrospect, I see all these little pieces of the puzzle coming together. Okay? So it was this bitch. It was a couple of them, but it was just this one, right? This one that got him. She got him, baby. Okay? She had all the toxic traits that he desired. Right? And I'm talking about attitude and how she motherfucking cheated and how she motherfucking carried herself. And then on top of that, she had a look. You know what I'm saying? A look that I no longer had because I'm a grown-ass woman now. And my health, of course, should be a priority. But when you left out to handle life on your own without your partner, you have to learn how to categorize your priorities. You know what I'm saying? So life took over. I had a child, his child, okay? The 14 years that he was motherfucking gone, because when he caught that bed, I was 10 motherfucking weeks pregnant. You hear me? Okay? So our youngest is 14 years old now. You know, I gain a little weight in certain areas, but that's all right, because guess what? A bitch is up, and I'm always going to be up, and I'm always going to look good, and I'm always going to carry my motherfucking self well. I don't give a fuck what weight I am. So, motherfucker, I may have not been your ideal type of bitch you wanted in your motherfucking mind. But, bitch, I don't even got to be your cup of tea. I'm my cup of tea. And baby, whatever the fuck that he don't like, or whatever your nigga don't like, or whatever they try to get on you about, please trust and believe it's another nigga out there that love it. That love it. Because they're not holding life against us. They looking at us as the queens that we fucking are, like, oh, this bitch is up. Her weight is up. Her character is up. Her swag is up. You understand? They're not looking for reasons to try to assassinate who we are and who we have become. They're not surface level motherfuckers. See this? I see this nigga transform into a surface level motherfucker. And so while he may have loved me, it doesn't take away the fact that I want to say that he loved me. He probably still do love me or care about me or whatever the fucking case may be. Whatever if he was feeling emotionally, whatever he was capable of feeling, it doesn't take away from that. It's just that, you know, this bitch, she got it. She had it. And she bagged his ass. And so instead of him coming to me as the man that he claimed to have been, somebody that loved me or somebody that's supposed to have cared for me or even to be a man at the least, he wasn't honest with me about what the fuck was going on. Because see, in being honest, I no longer have an obligation to him. Which, honestly, I didn't have an obligation. But when you're in a relationship, come on, y'all know how this shit go. When you're in a relationship with somebody, you obligate yourself to them, their well-being. And so, if he come and tell me about another bitch, I don't have no fucking more obligation to, like, the obligation is solely mine. And I can stay with it or I can remove myself from it. But if I remove myself, it's no longer serving him in any type of way. And so, well, who the fuck wants that? And so, he continued to put up a facade with me. As if he was in and out with me. He was double Dutch. You feel me? He was double Dutch. Now, come on, let's take it back to the hood. Double Dutch. When them bitches is turning the road and you about to hop in, you getting your body ready. You getting your mind ready. So you're in, you're out. You're in, you're out. You're in, you're out. Okay? And he was trying to leave me in a state of confusion, lingering me, spoon feeding me, just trying to keep me around until ultimately he decided what he really wanted to do. All right? This is all the fucking shit. And so ultimately he decided to go with that bitch. This is why he up and leave. He got on that motherfucking flight and his ass up and fucking left me and my motherfucking children. You hear me? He left our ass for her. Okay. I was hurt. I was to the bottom. I was to the motherfucking bottom in this pain. You hear me? That nigga took me out. Took me bomber clot heart and cracked it like crab leg, girl. Okay? I had to deal with my shit. We going on months of motherfucking separation. But months of separation led to me on a fucking campaign to heal myself. Because I would not allow the nigga to continue to fucking break me. It's already bad enough you broke pieces of me. But bitch, you ain't gonna have me on the ground with your foot on my neck at your fucking leisure and keep stomping me and keep fucking breaking me. Oh no. So I decided to pick up the pieces and put myself the fuck back together. Fast forward now, we had a home and a family and a foundation in which we were to continue to build on. But this bitch had the looks. She had an appearance like she had a couple of dollars. You know what I'm saying? So she had the titties and the small waist and the ass, and she had a couple of dollars. You know what I'm saying? And she had the fucking toxic ass attitude that appealed to his immaturity. So I could treat you any type of way, do what the fuck I want to do, because at the end of the day, nigga, I got your ass on fire. Like you got a flame for me. You understand? Until something happened. Something happened. And I can tell you this much. I don't know what happened as of yet. I didn't pray on that yet, because to be honest, I don't have no intention on praying on it, because I don't give a fuck about what the fuck happened. How about that? I don't give a fuck about what happened between them, because whatever was going on between them, when it was building up to whatever it was building up and it ended up falling out or whatever the fuck, I was picking my motherfucking pieces back together and I was developing closure for myself. Because see, that nigga got on the fucking flight and left. Okay? Me and my children. And I never was afforded a conversation. I never was afforded closure. I never was afforded a fucking apology. So all of this healing that I have came to thus far I had to do that shit on my own. Me and God, bitch. Okay? Me and God. And so I have the closure. I apologize to myself for allowing a motherfucker that much power to do me how he did me. So whatever the fuck happened between them, I'm no longer interested. Bitch, you were supposed to catch me while I fucking cared. While I was in the middle of the fucking dirt. Like, oh, what the fuck happened? Why? Who? You know, he was supposed to fucking catch me then. But motherfucker, nah. I don't give a fuck what happened between them. All I know is that something happened. And in something motherfucking happening, they're no longer the fuck together. Now, I'm guessing maybe she did something extreme because you know how these motherfucking men are. Bitch, keep it tall. You know how these niggas are. And if at the time you appear to have everything a nigga want and everything a nigga need at the time, he ain't gonna just throw that shit away just like that. So something drastic had to happen between them to where as though one of them threw it away. One of them. Him or her. Somebody threw it away. And so it's no longer. At least from what I know. Or maybe they still dibbing and dabbing. I don't know.